Hey everyone, so I've taken this look from the beautiful, talented Canadian singer Deborah Cox from her album cover Destination Moon. As you can see, it's a very dramatic type of old Hollywood type of look, very glamorous, and I hope you enjoy it. And if you want to learn how to complete this look, keep on watching. So as you can see, I went ahead and contoured a lot just because I wanted this look to be very dramatic. As you can see in the photo that's in the info bar, it's very dramatic and glamorous. I wanted my traits to be extremely pronounced, if I could say. But with that being said, let's start with this look. Now I'm going to take my Blacktrack Fluidline from M.A.C. You could also take a, I believe it's black ground paint pot, and we're going to use that as a base. I'm going to use a Sigma 194 brush, which is usually for concealer. But I'm taking a little bit of that Blacktrack. You want to apply that on the lid. Just brush the product upwards. So there's a little bit of gradients. And then of course just use a brush just to diffuse even more, just to help with the process of blending. Then you want to take a little bit of that Blacktrack and just run it onto the lower lash line. Now let's move on to the fun part where it could get messy, so just be careful and patient. For this look, there's only a couple of colors we're going to use on the eyes, so black and maybe a little bit of white iridescent powder. But for now, I'm going to intensify that black, and I'm going to do so by using M.A.C Carbon Eyeshadow, which is basically just a matte black color. I'm just going to use a stiff flat brush. Now, if you did do your foundation before that smoky eye, try to use some sort of shield to protect the under eye area. So I'm going to go in with just a clean tissue. And right now, I'm just going to push that black color right onto the lid and apply it right into the crease as well. After, you want to take a fluffy brush and you want to start smoking this out. So I'm not putting any more color on it. I'm just going on the edges of that black and just making sure to blend some more. And once that you think it's blended enough and you need more color, go back into the black and reapply a little bit of color. Now, don't forget the trick that I've always told you guys. Use two brushes. I'm using another clean brush. And I'm just blending that. I didn't apply any color with it. This is only my blending brush. So as you can see, I'm done with smoking the upper lid. Now I'm going to move on to the lower lash line, which isn't too difficult. Now I'm going to use the Lauren Luke angled brush, which is, well, I've been using it for maybe 3 weeks and I absolutely love it. It's the best angled brush I've used ever. So I'm taking a little bit of that matte black, so that carbon, and because we've applied that a Blacktrack Fluidline, the eyeshadow is going to stick a little bit better. So I'm just pressing that right in to the lash line. And then before I forget, you want to use an eye Kohl. In this case, I'm going to use a M.A.C Feline eye Kohl, and you just want to rim your eye with this. And after, of course, you want to smoke the lower lash line. So I'm going to take my Lauren Luke pencil brush. Now, because I'm going to show you the photo just in case, it looks very glowy. Deborah always looks like $1,000,000, always glowing. See, on the brow bone, you can definitely see some shimmer, and also on the inner corner. So this is a gorgeous shot. So, and just before I do, I kind of missed something in the look. because this is a vintage kind of shot, the black should come up more close to the eyebrow over here. So I'm just going to retake a little bit of black, just so that it changes the shape of the eye a little bit. So you see it's kind of a square. Now we can move on to the inner corner highlight. So I'm going to take two of my favorite colors. I'm going to use, if I can find my pencil, another pencil brush. Okay. I'm going to use Crystal Avalanche from M.A.C, which is just a very shimmery white, just like this. So you want to take another pencil brush and just apply that right onto the inner corner. As you know, you probably missed this product because I haven't used it in a while. I'm going to use the Lise Watier Folie Blanche. It's a pigment. My favorite white silvery pigment. You want to take that and apply it right on top, so it bams it up. Bang, bang, bang. And then on the brow bone, because I don't want to use like a stark white color, I'm going to use the Silver Dust Iridescent powder from M.A.C, which looks a little bit pink, but it's like a pink. Sorry, it is a nude color with some silver reflex and white reflex. So I'm taking a little bit of that, a little bit of that with my pencil brush once again, removing the excess, and just applying that right into the brow bone over here. And then of course the lashes. Now I'm going to use, of course I don't know what lashes Deborah's makeup artist used, and I think that makeup artist is the extraordinary Sam Fine, because I know they're close friends and it looks like one of his looks. I don't know, the way it was done. So without further ado, the best part of the video for me is applying false lashes, and I'm going to use the N.Y.X EL 129, which looks like this. Now, as you can see, I've applied the lashes and also several coats of mascara, so you have dramatic lashes. Now, let's move on to the cheeks. Now, I'm going to use the color Dirty Plum, which is a blush from M.A.C. And because I'm so fair skin tone and I want to make sure I go little by little when applying this blush, I'm going to use just a synthetic brush. Well, synthetic. There's real hair at the bottom and the top part is synthetic. Now, if you are a darker skin tone, you can definitely use just a regular blush brush. And excuse this, it is dirty because I've contoured a whole lot. So I'm going to take a little bit of that blush onto my dual fiber brush. And you want to apply that. I'm going to start into the hollow part of my cheeks. Now I also have, not too far, my buffer brush. So if you put a little bit too much, you can always buff it in and it will take a little bit of the intensity out. Now to make it even more dramatic, and yes, a little bit drag, I'm going to use the Fever blush from M.A.C. And once again, you want to use a little bit and apply that right into the hollow parts of my cheek. Now there is definitely a highlight onto the cheekbone, and I'm going to use the same highlight as I used before on my brow bone. I'm going to use the Iridescent powder in Silver Dusk. Now let's see if I can find a brush. So I'm going to use just this simple dome brush from Sigma, the 165. So right onto the cheekbones. You want to be generous with that because you definitely are looking for that extra glow. And just above the lip. Oh. Well, at least we know it's brush hair and not something else. So now move on to the lips. Again, very, very drastic and dramatic. So I want to go ahead and line my lips with the Nightmoth lip pencil from M.A.C. And after, of course, you can fill in your lips. Next Next, I'm going to use two lipsticks. I'm going to use Media from M.A.C, which is just a very dark reddish plum color. And you want to focus that color right onto the middle of the lips. And then, of course, to add a little bit of depth and dimension, I'm going to use just a plain black lipstick from M.A.C, which is called Black Night, excuse me. And you want to use just a little bit of that right into the inner corners of the lips. And after, just to add more sheen, just like in the photo, I'm going to use the lip gloss from M.A.C called Newberry. You want to apply that just in the middle of the lip. And there we go. This is the final result. A very kind of old Hollywood glamorous look, taken from the fabulous Deborah Cox. Now, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Leave your comments below. Make sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys next week, just like always. And that's all.